This is all getting posted. All of it. This is all,
All
getting
of it,
uploaded.
just like
All right. We're good. We're good to start. We're
Chilling.
here. We're here on the playoff podcast today. Lionel and Israel are not here, so we have a very special one-on-one podcast today. We have a special guest from Windham High School. He won state championship in 2024 and 2025. We have Conor Janvrin, the Conor Janvrin. What is up, sir?
what's up?
How's it been? How's it been?
That's good. Happy to be here.
You've been hooping at all?
Somewhat like in my free time, but
Okay. Yeah,
Kinda.
fair enough. So playoffs, anyways, playoff podcast. Playoffs are coming up this weekend. We're here. I know you've probably been to a bunch of games. How are you feeling this time of year? Has the season shaped up to your expectations?
nah, I think they're doing good. I like the coaches are doing. I like how everyone's falling into the role. Doing their own thing. People are out there. They're just hooping. Tyree, AJ,
Yeah.
Colin, Landon, Sean.
Other than Windham, have you seen any other teams this year that have like stuck out? Any players?
So Colin actually, so obviously when I get home, I see him after every game. He just kind of said, he was like, it was after the Bonnie Eagle game. He said, I hope we play them again. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. He was referring to Sopo. I know a lot of people are excited to see if they face Sanford again.
Mm-hmm.
But just Bonnie Eagle will be interesting, knowing that's one of their 2 losses. South Portland, Sanford, and then just in the north, they didn't get to play Edward Little. That would be an exciting game.
Yeah, that would be really
Yeah.
really cool. I didn't get to any Edward Little game this year. I wanted to see a Cole play, but he was always
He
his
just posted
games
a
were-
mix on like his story, and he was tough.
Cole's tough. I think he wants to come on the pod. We'll have to get him. Were you
Yeah.
at that Sanford Windham game?
I was actually.
How was that?
It was Pat Moody night, so obviously sold out. It was packed gym, and just people were just like first game of the season. Like jitters and stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone's just coming into their role. Everyone's excited. First game of the season.
Yeah, the Sanford team is kind of surprised. That'd be probably the one wild card team that sort of surprised me.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to like expect this Windham team to do this year.
Yeah.
Because you lost
It's
you
after
lost-
every
yeah.
year. Like they lost Hugh, Blake, Eric, like all that leadership, and then you lose like Crady, Brayson,
Yeah.
me, Joseph, like
Yep.
Issa. Like there's 5 seniors just on. Like they just keep losing people, and then people will
Yeah.
fill into that role. Like Sean, Boston, Landon, Drawder, Colin taking a bigger role, AJ and Tyree.
Yep. I even like after this year, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
Your brother,
It's gonna-
your brother's
my
gonna
brother's
have
gonna
to
be a senior,
you're
but
you gotta have to step up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. But anyways, we'll go back into your time playing. We'll start back to your freshman year when Windham wasn't doing so hot. You guys went 4-16 that year. What was your first memory from that season?
Yeah, Chad just used to tell us. So I was on JV most of that year. We were still wearing masks. It was exciting, but we kind of just like we practiced with varsity, so it was kind of just like just trying to get better, trying to learn. We didn't like how it felt like to lose. 12
Mhm.
seniors were on that varsity team.
Oh dang!
Yeah,
When did
so-
Chad come in? Was
I
that
think
was it your
last year was 7 years
okay?
or so,
Okay,
around
so
that.
all right. So he's around, and then so now going into your sophomore year, you guys got one more win. You guys were 5-14 overall. Just speaking on those 2 years, because it's funny, your first 2 years you had a combined 9 wins, and then
Yeah.
you double that
Double.
next year. But those first 2 years, what was like the lowest point, or like thinking back, because you weren't super successful and Windham hasn't
Yeah.
been successful until obviously years. So thinking back to those first 2 years, what was it? What was sort of the vibe like?
It wasn't the same. Like the community, the Eagles Nest used to have, the student section used to have 10 people,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's 5 rows, like 10 rows every time. Just like,
best crowd.
oh yeah, for sure. The community's awesome, and just, we just it wasn't like people to lose. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't like it. We
I
wanted to break that culture, that ritual. But
Culture is such a big thing that I feel like a lot of people can't wrap their head around, like
Yeah.
what culture actually is. And
Yeah.
I think Windham, just that difference is such a great description and such a great like showing that culture can change the entire
Yeah.
town, the entire team. It was really, really, really cool to see. But then going into your junior year, what sort of changed that was it the off season? Did you know going into that season things were different?
we knew things would be different. No one liked losing again. We lost Owen, really. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
From the year before, other teams had lost players. We were just excited to get back to it, and just coach prepared us. It's always our coach always used to say it's our 5 guys versus their 3, 2.
Yep. So all right, I prepared going through the playoffs. So that first game in the semi, you had it against Lewiston. Played against Adam was playing then.
Yeah.
And that's Adam right there. You have any memories from like this game playing on that floor for the first time?
It was just exciting, just like that crowd. I had never seen it because
Yeah, playing on that court has to be interesting because even just being like photos,
Yeah.
it's so separate from the crowd and everything.
yeah, no, for sure, it's different.
Yeah, you beat Lewiston pretty handily, 13 points, 57-44. Next game was against Portland. I remember this being a super defensive game. Obviously, Portland only scored 34 points.
Yeah.
You guys won with 43. Anything stick out from this game playing against Cordell and
Just emotions, really. They were just high.
you see Eric here. Shout out Eric.
Shout out Eric,
Shout
dude.
out Eric.
Eric
Alright.
always gets you hype, but
Yeah, and then all right. So now this is your first ever state championship.
yeah.
I also, when I was going through this, I saw this photo of Pat, and I've never seen this photo before. And I was
Really?
going through back through when I was making this, and I was like, that's awesome. But anyways, let's go back. Do you remember like the bus ride over to the Cross Insurance?
Yeah, it's quiet. Actually, everyone just kind of like locked in, prepared for the game ahead of us. And then just like getting off the bus, we would just go sit together, We were always a well-bonded team. There's no like outliers on the team.
Mm-hmm.
We all get along, so.
Yeah. So you played Gorham,
Mhm.
went into overtime. It was still a good game. Going into overtime for a state championship has to be crazy because you're like, we have this literally an extra
Yeah.
like quarter for a gold ball.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Shout out Tyree. He definitely came up big.
Mm-hmm.
Blake, AJ. Yeah, it was.
So all right, and then we can go a little bit into next year. So you bring the first ever championship to Windham.
Yeah.
That's got to be fun.
Yeah, I remember we held a ceremony after and people are getting off the bus. It's like 2 a.m. Went
Mhm.
into OT. It was crazy. And we get off the bus and we're there. Pat, everyone did a standing ovation for Pat. It was
Mhm.
awesome. And
Oh.
yeah.
That's gotta be some great memories. And yeah, the student. I'm just looking at this photo of the crowd, and it's like united everybody. It was really, really, really special. Shout out to AJ and Tyree as well. All right, so moving on. So you win, you get that first championship ever for Windham. Next, you start this next season 8-0. You start off 8-0, and then you have a 3-game losing streak. Tyree was injured.
Tyree was out. Yeah.
Tyree was injured. So starting that season off 8-0 after winning the first ever championship, we're like, all right, we can just do this again, basically. And you get into the playoffs. You destroy Bangor, 76-40. But all right, so you play Portland again. You played Portland again, and in a semifinal, you won 65-56. Remember being on that floor again? Did it feel like you're like, oh, I've been here been here already? Like, you're a little more comfortable playing, or is it still?
You're comfortable, but there's still like, it's win or go home. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's trying to play their best ball. Everyone's like
Yeah.
trying to stay composed, but it's like,
Do you feel like
sometimes.
you coming back? Obviously, did you feel like you had a target on your back, like Windham did?
of course, like, yeah, like the coaches would always say we're the team to beat, or like everyone's gonna give us their best shot, like anything like that, and just we would just stay together, like stay composed, like
Mhm.
just play our game.
So after the semi, you beat Portland, and then you play Edward Little. This is actually fun. Dang, I remember Dang had a crazy run, that playoff stretch. So fun fact, when I was editing this, so Joseph Blige, also a player, was supposed to be here, but he couldn't make it last second. But anyways, I have these photos. You guys both can share in common that you got blocked by Ding. In this
Oh
game.
yeah,
I was going through these and I was like, oh wow, what are the odds?
no, that was. There's not a lot of people that haven't been blocked by Ding.
That's what. Yeah, I was gonna say
I
if there's
mean,
somebody who's gonna do that, it's gonna be Ding.
if anyone's gonna pin me, I'm fine with Ding.
Yeah. Shout
I'm
out
doing
Ding,
that.
you're killing it at Knox as well. It's
Shout out Ding, bro. F you. That's good. I mean,
But all right, then now regional final, and now you're going to the state championship again. Before this game, what was the vibe like? Because you've been there before now, and now you're here again. What was like the message? You think?
yeah, Sopo handed us our first loss of the season before Tyree was even injured. We were undefeated going into that. You know, we wanted that rematch all season. We were all excited going into it. We knew what we had to do. Made some changes on who's guarding who, matchups,
Mhm.
and we kind of just like went into it. We knew that we could win.
Yeah.
We knew that it would be close, but coaches prepared us, and
Yeah.
we were good.
So you said Sopo gave you your first loss that season.
Yeah.
Then you start off, and it's halftime, and you're down. It's 34-21, so you're down 13 at the half, and they already beat you earlier in the year. What was the vibe in that locker room? If you can think back, you're down. Wyndham's the best at rallying, but you're down. What was the? Can you remember like what the vibe was like?
Again, no one was really loud. We knew that we could come back from it. Adversity was a big thing we always worked on. We know how to come back from that, and honestly, that's the position we want to be in. They think they've already won, and we're gonna make some arrangements on our defense. You know, more help on Darius.
Yep.
AJ was doing his thing on Manny, and we just went on.
Yeah, came back and got the back-to-back from not getting a single championship ever to being back-to-back champions.
Yeah.
I remember that night as such a fun time. But
Yeah.
going back now, we have the current team. So they're 16-2 right now. Season just ended, but they're 16-2, just like the first year.
Yeah.
You guys won the championship, and it almost seems like that South Portland Windham matchup is looking more and more like it's gonna happen again. They obviously Windham beat them both times in the regular season. Did you go to the game in South Portland, the Windham?
Yeah.
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 That was, it was exciting. You know, I thought it was gonna be more physical, but two mature teams, they know how to play each other. It's gonna be exciting if they do play again.
Yeah. Would you want to see like a rematch? Is there a like if you could make a game for this championship game, what would be the two teams you'd want?
Probably, because they're both South, so just for the South final, I think Sopo Windham would just be like, you got to beat the best to be the best. You know what I mean? So I think it would be exciting to see them play.
When you guys are like the coaching, and we were just talking about rallying back, I feel like if you just look at your team standing next to, let's say, South Portland, it's like it doesn't seem like it's almost even to a degree. But you guys, the way you guys come together,
Yeah.
even like you went to overtime for that Gorham game and all of that, just in big moments, I'd say it's not one player sticking out necessarily, unless Tyree drops 50 points or whatever he does, but it's the way you guys play as one that I think is super, super cool, and you can still see that with this year,
Yeah.
with the squad this year. So it's very exciting going into playoffs. But we can go back to these two years you won the championship. Do you remember like who on the team, if there was anybody who stood out as being like a leader, a consistent day-to-day leader?
So the first championship when I was a junior, definitely Eric. All the seniors, Matt, Blake, Q, Eric, like those four, and even Ryan sometimes.
Yep.
Ryan. But yeah, shout out Eric really the most. You know, like he would always, you do something wrong, Eric would always just get us fired up. You know, like next play, you're good. He'd pick you up. He could, yeah, he'd run through. Yeah.
Yeah. My next question was, who's that energy guy? And I think you could you'd probably say the same thing.
AJ or Eric.
AJ or Eric. Yeah. Eric. We had that photo. He's just hype.
Yeah.
He's just a great role model, great leader. Get your hair cut by him, by the way. Shout out Eric.
Shout out Bo the Barber.
Yeah, shout out Bo the Barber. I randomly we'll say off season, like the summer and stuff, I ran into him a lot, very randomly. So shout out Eric. Speaking about like Windham and your guys' ability to play together and all of that, if you had to say, was there something in the off seasons that you guys did that like brought you together more, or just had that team chemistry?
It was just, you know, we would always go play basketball at AJ's or Crady's, you know, just getting the team together. Just more like a group. We would go to the outdoor courts when it's warm. And then just, yeah, we would always get together. We're all friends. We would go out to eat. It's not like forced. We would always get together, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it just shows how big chemistry can be, especially in high school ball.
Yeah, especially like Eric's leadership. I don't think he ever touched a basketball outside of practice, honestly, you know. You'd go miss a wide open layup and he'd be, yeah, you know.
You need those guys, though. You need them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did. That's my guy.
I would say on the court, what's something that you think Windham does or did when you were playing that gave you guys that edge, that advantage?
It was always just playing as one, knowing what we had to do, getting to our spots, doing what we do in practice, and then just everyone staying together, playing together.
Mm-hmm.
And
seems like you like playing for each other. Everybody's just
for sure. Like Ty can go drop 40. Shout out Tyree.
Yeah.
He can go drop 40. He can go have 20 assists. Like he can do it all. AJ will always create. He's underrated. He doesn't score that much, but he does. He does make a lot of opportunities.
If they had his plus minus going, you would see his impact, because it's like the charges, all the charges, and all the defensive plays.
That's just AJ being AJ though. Like last year, he wasn't really a charge taker.
Yep.
This year, he knows he had to be that guy.
He took a few charges in I think it was the championship game.
Yeah.
It was in the championship game he took a charge. I think either on it might have been on Manny.
Yeah.
And it came up super clutch. And then now every time I go to one of your guys' games or one of the Windham games, he's
taking a charge.
Taking a charge, especially against saw him play South Portland twice. He's on Darius, so he's super good. He's got 99 draw foul for sure.
For sure. No, yeah, he's super. Yeah, people don't credit AJ enough. That's him and Tyree are like, yeah, they're great.
No, it's really cool to see. Tyree's got the handles. He's got it all.
Yeah, they complement each other's games just perfectly.
Yeah, and so I guess speaking about complementing games, we can talk about your brother. He's a junior, Colin. Shout out Colin. had an insane year. Like, whether it's in the paint or shooting wise, he's he stepped up and had a huge role to play. And I knew he probably knew as well he had to do that because you lost Crady, you lost that size, you lost these guys. So you obviously have a way better perspective of Colin and everything he's done. So just speaking about him, how you've seen him grow throughout this year.
Just sophomore year, he's always been labeled a shooter, but he puts the work in. He got faster, he got stronger, knowing that he'd have to play big, and he's made me proud this year. Just doing his thing. Like last game, it was against Deering. He had Rayon on him. Rayon had a size advantage, and I've never seen Colin drive that much. He was like, his shot wasn't falling, and he just decided to drive. And
it's huge, man. Like, Rayon 7 feet tall,
grew like a foot in a year.
Yeah,
he did good this year too.
Yeah,
Rayon.
So, yeah, we can touch on the current roster. So we said they're 16-2, just like your first. Speaking of Tyree and AJ, I guess we can start with AJ. What's he like as like a player when you guys step on the court and that clock starts to run? What's AJ like as a player?
Just right after tip off, he's always just like, you can miss a shot, draw a foul out of anger, and he'll be like, "Yo, next play, bro, you're good. Head up." He'll always just lift you up. He's just one of those kids that wants to see you succeed. He doesn't care about dropping his 20 points, any of that. If you win the game, he's happy. He's just one of those guys.
Yeah, great team player. Oh, and then I'll ask the same question. When you're on the court, what's Tyree like?
He doesn't talk much.
I was gonna say he seems a little bit more quiet.
He'll get hyped sometimes, but a little high five.
If he hits a three, he'll
celebrate.
He'll do something. But he definitely takes more of a scoring role though, and he's focused, locked in on like driving, cutting, getting to the basket, and scoring on offense.
No, yeah, Tyree's he's always been a great player, but just like watching him like shift into a better and better player throughout the years, Yeah, he's just been fun to watch, fun to watch grow, really.
Yeah, he's got a good package.
Yeah.
He's got that Kyrie.
Nah, he's got a bag. It's tough.
Yeah, so watching the team this season, who have been some of your like favorite players to watch?
From Windham?
From Windham. Yeah, from Windham.
All right. Definitely so Colin for sure, just watching him step into a bigger role. And then shout out Landon. Landon has been hands down my favorite player. If you look at the rebounding, I bet he gets 5+ offensive rebounds a game. Seriously, he's consistent. I bet his 3-point percentage is the best or second best on the team.
Yep.
He holds like great scorers to under half their average. I think he's done a really good job at just doing what he has to do to help the team win.
Yeah, because obviously you have like AJ and Tyree, but Windham, you guys have these players that just come in with so much determination to just try and help their team win, whether it's Landon, whether it's Sean, whether it's Boston. Boston, some big shots in that Southport.
Boston's been going off too. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, so it's players I didn't really know anything about until going to their games. So it's really cool seeing how those players step up. It was really cool. I think it's a good it's a tribute to like the coaching.
Yeah.
Just like making that culture of like kids wanting to win.
Yeah, I think the Windham coaches do a really good job at just like they don't tell players to do anything. They kind of just let them figure it out. They say it's a player-led team, and they just step in when needed. So they just do a really good job, getting the kids involved and just helping them play together.
Yeah, there's a lot of coaches too. Like more coaches than most teams, I feel, and they're also like off the court, like they're always together, and they always seem like it's like a little family.
It is. No, yeah, we're like one big family. Everyone's here. Like the coaches do a great job.
Yeah. So, speaking of being like a family, when you go to a Windham game, it is completely packed, and it's probably the most responsive crowd that I've seen. The only other one that I think can compete, from just my experience, would be Gray when they went on their run with the Heberts.
Yeah, that was a crazy run.
That was another example of like
that was like a family.
Success bringing that town together as a family. But Windham, it's literally one huge family when you go in there. It literally feels like you're going against one.
Everyone knows everyone. Unit. It's a small town, you know. I'll walk into a game, I'll see 50 people I know, and then
I'm sure
I'll just celebrate together.
Especially, you know, you brought them their first trophy. You're part of that forever.
Yeah.
So it's got to be really cool. It's gonna be really cool to look back on, I bet.
No, yeah, it's gonna be.
But
special.
Speaking of that, I would say Chad, your coach, Mr. Pulkkinen, Mr. Pulkkinen, he obviously had to have played a huge role in flipping the team, taking a team that wasn't doing like that great, and then flipping it into now back-to-back championships and going for a third potentially.
Yeah.
What was Chad's like influence? What big influence? Like if you could pick something.
Chad's not really like just a coach. He wants you to succeed in life. It's never really usually it's about basketball, but you know, if you ever need help or anything, he's just a great guy to go to. He'll help you with anything, and he's just super uplifting. All the coaching staff they're good.
I know Jeff.
Jeff, yeah.
Shout out Jeff.
Shout out Coach Bumps.
Yeah, I remember. So before this was the second championship. Before the second championship, I went to one of your practices.
Yeah.
And I got to know and see like the coaches actually like doing their job and coaching a little bit more. So it was really cool to see how like everybody has their own role, but like the players, I feel like it gives the players more people to relate to almost. Like just the way the vibe is in that practice is just because from playing and being at practice at Lake Region and then seeing how you guys are all just like we were just saying, like one big family. It's super, super cool to see.
If we're not being energetic, he'll come shoot with us. He'll help us. He'll talk to us. Those two are just like, they were always a huge help and everything.
I'm sure that this is gonna be a tough thing or a tough question to answer. But if you had to pick like one thing, what for your coach, what was his best like skill? Was it talking to the guys? Was it writing up X's and O's? What was it?
It was just understanding. In my opinion, you know, everyone else would have something else to say. Just you would always understand something. If you had to sit out of a practice, if you like were hurt, just something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, encouraging.
Do you have like a motto, like a go-to saying?
Not really. I like the entitled to nothing though.
That's tough.
That's tough though.
That's tough. I can't lie.
You know, they're going for a 3-peat. I saw that on a little graphic. And
I think. You guys also had, it was like Windham versus everyone.
Yeah,
there's
I like
that.
Those tees. Yeah,
those were really tough.
I think I have like 10 of them in my house, but
yeah. So, being a high school coach is different because you're dealing with all of these kids. How, speaking again on the coach, like wins versus losses. Obviously, you guys didn't have that many losses when you were playing that junior and senior year, but. For example, like let's go back to that loss, those 3 losses against, it was South Portland, I think it was
Lewiston, Oxford
Hills, Cheverus. What was he like for losses versus wins? Was it different or was it a little bit the same?
Never different. Just the only thing he would ask for us is go hard the next day. He wouldn't push us. And just after we lost, he would just say, remember it. And then we would kind of just all sit there in silence for a minute and then get on the bus. And we're just good to go, just ready for the next one. Mm-hmm. You know, just no rear view.
If we had to, like, chalk it up, what was the toughest place for you to play?
Besides the insurance arena, the toughest place was probably Oxford. Their fans are rowdy up there. They get excited. They're Bangor. Bangor just getting off a long bus ride. It's like,
oh yeah,
definitely Oxford though.
What? Yeah, you definitely during your time playing those last 2 years definitely ran into some fun student sections.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, Oxford was pretty good, so they had a good crowd going, and
What do you think about the Chevrolet student section with the ESPN? You think
uh,
that's
Chevrolet is they have a good team this year.
Yeah, now that
Yeah,
they're
pretty good.
healthy, that game. Did you go to the game where Windham
At
went
Windham?
to? No, when Windham went to Chev.
That was exciting. Yeah, I did.
That was a really good game.
Yeah. Shout out JoJo though. He dropped like 20. I didn't even.
Bro, he went
expect
like
it,
6
yo.
for 6.
Yeah,
he
didn't miss.
just
I was
dialed
sitting
in.
right behind the bench.
Yeah, he went
was-
crazy.
Nah, he was going crazy. He was hyped too.
That was such a good game. Shout out.
Nah, it's good for him too, cause he's scoring. He's doing good this year. You know, I expected it. I knew he could.
I went to when they played Westbrook. I went to that game and he hit some shots. He's becoming a shooter.
No, he is too. Yeah, he's doing good.
Thinking back to all 4 years you played, was there like one matchup that like stood out, like hardest team, hardest game?
It was always the rivalry with Chevrolet that I really liked. Not even a rivalry really, because we kind of just played with them a good amount. I didn't really like their coach. I got my own opinions on that, but yeah, that was probably the favorite team I've played against.
They had Leo.
Yeah, he was always tough.
Yeah.
Him, Sammy, they were good, but you can only go so far when like. I won't talk so bad about their coach right now, but they had good players.
We can cut whatever.
yeah.
But yeah. Who was like the hardest defender you played against?
Probably Ding.
Yeah.
Definitely Ding. Ding and Cole actually. Those two brothers are
The athleticism, bro.
yeah.
I would not want to play against them. I'll tell you that much, bro. I'll tell you that much. But here's another question: what was your favorite like teammate to run with in practice? Is that
Joseph. Definitely
should
Joseph.
be here right now.
Yeah. I wish he came here. We'd have some stories, but no, if it was running stairs or like if we had to as a team, it was always fun with him.
Running bleachers. All right. We'll do a little fun segment. We'll go back to your freshman year. What's one word you'd use to describe that year?
Wasted.
Now, your sophomore year. One word.
Growth.
Okay. Junior year.
Wasted.
Junior year was wasted?
For me personally, not as a team.
Not as a team. Okay. What? Okay. We'll get into that in a second. Senior year?
Senior year, just exciting.
Exciting. All right. Why was your junior year wasted?
I never tried my hardest. I feel like I just was kind of lethargic with it. I wish I had found like my role sooner.
It's good for these people watching. They might be inspired by that, man. We can talk about just this season because you've probably watched a lot of games. Other than Windham, have there been any fun players that stood out? I know you know a bunch of players.
For me, I'm excited to see. Yeah, I've seen KC from Lewiston. He's really come up big. I think he's gonna be good over the next few years. Cole has gotten a lot better. I'm excited for him. He's semifinals for Mr. Maine. Lionel, he's actually been frying. He's doing really good. No, he did. He came to Windham and he dropped like he was putting on a clinic for everyone.
He had some shots.
Yeah, he crossed my boy Sean once, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Lionel's very quick with it. He should also be here, but
Who knows? He's lifting.
Yeah, bro's lifting. But other than that, like playoffs are just different. Like the difference between even I would say watching like NBA games.
Yeah.
It's two different games once they switch into playoffs. I feel like defense intensity just gets brought way up.
No, seriously, it's like it's win or go home. Just the excitement's way more. It's way higher. and just the defensive intensity, like loose balls. People are diving for balls.
I want to touch back because I like when you said you feel like you didn't try your hardest. If you could like tell yourself like your freshman year, if you could give some words of advice, also to just players watching this, like to any words of advice that you would like to give yourself.
Just really just work hard. Sometimes I would go hoop at AJ's house like after a practice, and Eric was like, if you worked hard enough in practice, you wouldn't want to go play basketball right now. Or you would say you should be working so hard that you can't play anymore. You know, just stuff like that. I just wish I gave it more effort in high school. Just not even on the court sometimes, just in general.
Yep.
Wish I was cared more.
Yep. I think that's really powerful, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that though, because when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And
like I can't go back.
No. But I think you did all right.
Yeah, I'm happy with it, you know.
You think you could have got 4?
I mean, maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Yeah.
Colin's got the rest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are you gonna be mad? Are you gonna be jealous of Colin if he
gets another ring?
If he gets more rings than you.
I'll just be happy, man. I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, that's I can't wait. Honestly, what are your expectations for like playoffs? We'll say a South.
It'll definitely be exciting. I don't think the North is as strong. They got Camden Hills, Edward Little. Those are the 2 I'm really focused on. Those 2 teams, really. I think they'll match up. And then in the South, really, you got Sanford. Are they in the North?
Yeah. No. Sanford's South.
Yeah.
Wyndham. You have South Portland, Cheverus, Portland.
Yeah. That
South,
Portland team, they'll be different.
Anyone.
Yeah, they
can. Same with that Cheverus team.
Yeah,
also Bonnie Eagle.
Yeah. No, yeah, it'll be a crazy playoffs in the South, though.
Bro, the South is stacked.
The South is stacked
this year.
Like,
yeah. Same with on the girls' side too. It's also the South. Sanford girls are also really, really good.
Yeah.
South Portland girls are really, really good.
Yeah.
And the Cheverus girls are really, really good. So that's gonna be exciting on that.
I saw that Sopo Cheverus game for like the 1 seed.
Yep.
And that was exciting. But
yeah, that was a good game because Cheverus had, I think it was a 13-point lead and lost it in the third quarter. At halftime they were up, in the third quarter they were up I think like 13 or something, and
around
then
that.
Sopo came back, but then Cheverus sort of rallied. Kristen King, she was a freshman on Cheverus, had 18 points I think.
Really?
She's a bucket.
That's crazy.
She's a total bucket. And then on Sopo, there's a freshman, Lucy Healy. She is also she's a bucket, and I know her and Kristen kind of were like they know
going
each other. So going back and forth. So it was pretty cool to see, and I think we're at a really good spot. I think the reclass made this year super competitive and probably one of the most entertaining.
It's a lot of good freshmen this year too. Like we said, Lionel, you got Kaylon, Carter,
Carter's going crazy at Coney.
Nuts, yeah. Kaylon's just dunking everything.
I did not expect Kaylon to put up the numbers that he did.
Averaging like 24 or something. Yeah, he's doing
going
really good.
Crazy. Shout out Kaylon, bro. Shout out Kaylon.
Seriously. Yeah, he's been frying.
There's so many good freshmen, but it comes down to these final couple games.
Yeah, it's when I go home. It'll be exciting.
Yeah.
My Windham boys, I think they'll get it done. But
all right, any last things you want to say? Anyone you want to shout out?
Nah, chilling.
You're chilling?
It's cool.
All right, we're chilling. All right, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Go follow Colin. Go follow Connor on Instagram.